French 4-5 is an advanced course which will focus on oral communication, literature, and advanced grammar. Students will increase their vocabulary and understanding of the cultures of French-speaking countries through the content of their reading. Students will read short stories by French writers, some classic, some contemporary. Nonfiction will be included in the reading, including some materials pertaining to the history of France. For the grading policy, 30% of the grade is accounted by class participation, 25% is accounted for by tests, 20% by quizzes, 15% for homework, and 10% for notebook checks, which occur every 5 weeks. In the class, there is one midterm and one final.
I enjoy teaching in general. It's something that I've always wanted to do. I knew from the first day I started kindergarten. Now I teach French, which I love speaking the language, I love hearing the language, I love the way the words go together. So much about the French culture is interesting, the history, the cuisine, the geography of the country. All of it is just wonderful for me. And I also am fortunate that I have such good students. Students who take French typically are higher end students, and so it makes my job very easy. They just sort of absorb whatever I teach them, and I think they enjoy the language too, because it's a subject that they opt to take. Nobody's forcing them to take French, so they do it because they enjoy it as well. And I truly enjoy the interaction with the students. I want my students to understand that French is a means to understand global issues in a way that just studying English only or only being an English speaker is very limiting. French is spoken throughout the world in many places that people don't even imagine that it would be spoken there. So they're learning not only another language, but they're learning about the world as well. I don't have a very heavy workload this year because I only teach one class, but I do know that the key to good teaching is being well prepared and knowing well ahead of time what your goals are, what you're going to do, not just today and tomorrow, but it all builds up to what's coming down the road, maybe 3 weeks from now. So I do a lot of planning.
The workload isn't as much as in my other classes. The best memory from French is when I was checking my blood sugar one day in class, and Miss LaLonde looked at me and said, "Put your phone away," and everybody was like, "That's her glucometer, do you want her to die? She needs to check her blood sugar, she's diabetic."
My favorite part of class is when Miss LaLonde tells us her funny stories.